Right now, we'll tell you about a plan in Madison to replace 12,000 traffic lights in the city, all in the name of safety and sustainability.
Also, a judge issues a ruling on what protest groups will and will not be able to do at the Republican National Convention next week in Milwaukee.
And we're following efforts by state lawmakers to address recent safety issues at state prisons in Wisconsin. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The city of Madison has given the green light to change most of the traffic signals that you see in the city every day. It received 2 grants from the Carbon Reduction Program that fund around $6.1 million for updated traffic lights and control signals.
Meryl Hubbard talked to city officials to take a closer look at these lights and see what will change.
I've never taken a closer look at traffic lights until today, and that's because Madison is going to have over 12,000 new and improved traffic lights by 2028.
You can see every single light in it. It's not super bright on this bright day.
The pixelated honeycomb light you see while driving or out and about is about to change.
The red is pretty dim, I'd say. It's dim, it's kind of bulby. It's not that smooth.
The city of Madison is changing the LED lights to be more visible, last longer, and have fewer failures. The switching up of the lights will give a subtle new look.
It's actually kind of funny because it has a retro name to it, so it's more of an incandescent look. So it has that smooth look. So when you look at it, you won't see the individual pixels anymore. It'll look almost kind of more like an old incandescent bulb, so it's a lot more uniform in appearance.
Along with the traffic lights, traffic signal controllers will also be updated.
The second project would be to replace all of our older technology traffic signal controllers. So this would be the boxes that you see at the intersection, obviously all of the internal components within them.
Although the project will take around 5 years to complete, the city of Madison says the process should not interrupt day-to-day traffic very much.
To change these lights out doesn't really take all that long, so the inconvenience to the motoring public will be pretty minimal.
These new signals will be in around 250 different intersections across Madison, specifically in local intersections that do not have a number. Traffic engineers gave me a ballpark and said that you'll start to see some of these new lights around fall of 2024. Reporting in downtown Madison, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Meryl, thank you. And with July being Reckless Driving Month, the Wisconsin Department of Transportation is urging drivers to stay safe out there on the roads. The DOT wants to remind drivers reckless driving is illegal. A driver could face up to $400 in fines. If someone is seriously injured in a crash, the driver could face up to 6 years in prison and $10,000 in fines. In 2023, there were 5,500 reckless driving crashes with more than 3,000 injuries. 137 people were killed.
Here's a live look at the Beltline as rush hour begins in Madison. A clear day across southern Wisconsin with temperatures in the lower 80s, and things will be heating up from here in the next couple of days. But all is quiet on the weather patio tonight, and that's where meteorologist Blaze Keller is. Blaze?
That's right. You know, we are sitting underneath this very hot and humid air mass. Even though we have these northerly winds, it's all in part kind of due to the remnants of Beryl moving through the area. She's taking with her the heat and humidity that was otherwise off to our south. And we're going to continue to watch these clouds stick around not only through the rest of this evening, but into the first half of your Wednesday as she moves through the Midwest. She's very fast moving despite being once a major hurricane. We see a little bit of shower activity in parts of Lafayette County. I would say that's really it. Maybe some light showers there in parts of Richland County too. But for the most part, we haven't seen those scattered showers and thunderstorms or even that soaking rain, as the majority of Beryl is going to stay well off to our south and east. And we certainly don't need any more rain here in southern Wisconsin. 70s and 80s despite that cloud cover and those northerly winds, and even into Dane County. It's 84 in Edgerton, 82 there in Deerfield, 79 in Mount Horeb. So pretty consistent really temperature-wise across not only Dane County but southern Wisconsin. Since we're not going to be seeing the soaking rains from Beryl, our attention moves already to the weekend. Starting Saturday through Tuesday of next week, we're going to be dealing with a lot of heat and humidity that we've only really felt once this summer, which is why our risk from heat, as you're seeing there for Sunday, continues into Monday at moderate to major. So we're going to talk about how hot we will get not only during the day, but how hot we will stay overnight as well as we go into next week. That's coming up in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. A federal judge has ruled protesters cannot march through a security zone at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee next week. The Coalition to March is planning that demonstration during next week's convention. The group wanted permission to march along a route that would cross the secure perimeter for the event. District Judge Brett Ludwig ruled yesterday the group must remain outside that designated security area. That area helps protect RNC attendees. The judge did give protesters one victory, ruling the city cannot revoke permits based solely on prior criminal records of protesters. And with the RNC coming to Milwaukee next week, we will have crews there morning, evening, and night, Monday through Thursday, bringing you the very latest coverage. We'll also have additional and up-to-date coverage on our website, channel3000.com.
And with only 4 months to go until Election Day, a new poll shows Donald Trump has a slight edge over President Joe Biden. The most recent poll released by AARP shows Trump leading Biden 44 to 38% among registered voters 18 and older, and among voters 50 and older, Trump leads 48 to 41%. For those 65 and older, Biden and Trump are tied at 45%. Jeff List, who helped with this poll, points out the discrepancy between younger and older voters when it comes to this upcoming election.
Tammy Baldwin is winning by 14 points with voters under age 50. So there's a big difference between the Senate race and the presidential. And I think there is some question about how many of those younger voters turn out in a race where they don't seem particularly motivated by the top of the ticket.
In the U.S. Senate race in Wisconsin, overall, Democrat Tammy Baldwin is holding a lead over Republican Eric Hovde, 50 to 45% in this poll.
The Republican-controlled budget writing committee can no longer block certain actions by the governor. That's after the state Supreme Court ruled 6-1 that the committee violated separation of power between the legislative and executive branches. The ruling means the committee cannot block the governor's administration from spending money on stewardship programs. The program uses money to fund grants for environmental projects. Republicans have criticized it in the past, saying it prevents land development. Both sides of the aisle have reacted to the ruling. Some Republicans are saying that the ruling takes the legislature out of the conversation, while some Democrats say Republicans were exceeding their authority.
While there is always a hope that no school will ever be impacted by tragedy, state leaders know there is always a risk. And that's why at Lodi High School, the Office of School Safety held a training on Standard Reunification Method, or SRM, to ensure that teachers and students are prepared in a crisis. The training covered a variety of crisis responses, ranging from a school shooting to a fire.
Safety is top of mind for school officials everywhere right now, and for good reason, because they are concerned with keeping our kids safe and are concerned about the tragic events that we have seen take place in schools around the country. This is an example of the kind of proactive step that schools can be taking in partnership with law enforcement and others.
The one-day training consists of both lecture and hands-on scenario practice.
Lawmakers at the state capitol are continuing to grapple with how to address state prisons.
Just last month, 2 teens were arrested at the state's youth prison for the assault of 2 officers, which caused the death of one of those officers. That was the subject of a legislative hearing today, and our political reporter Will Keneally was there, and he has more.
Yeah, we heard testimony from former correction officers alleging some top-down issues in the Department of Corrections. Now, this is all about how lawmakers want to move forward with that embattled state agency.
I think we were pretty much led to believe that the agency seemed to be under control.
But lawmakers say that couldn't be further from the truth. They heard testimony today from stakeholders on the state's prison system, former officers, and family members of prisoners who died. They're working on a way forward to fix the state's prison system.
Then at some point, I would like to have an investigational hearing that actually would bring DOC in front of us with the committee having some subpoena power.
That would take place near the site of the Lincoln Hills prison, where an officer died last month. Lawmakers are seeking answers to the questions the testimony raised today. One former officer alleged a culture of silence in the wake of abuse of prison inmates and staff.
That's unfortunate, because the only way that this committee is going to know exactly where things are at and how bad things are or how good things are in the Department of Corrections is to actually having staff come and testify in front of us in a public hearing.
Now, this was just an informational hearing. Lawmakers are not expected to start drafting new laws until next year. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. Continuing our coverage out of Rock County, a firefighter was injured in the apartment fire on Janesville's east side yesterday. 58 firefighters responded to the 23-unit apartment building fire, which happened at the Surrey Ridge Apartments. The property damage is estimated at over $1.8 million. The injured firefighter was taken to a local hospital and is expected to be okay. The American Red Cross is helping the residents displaced from the fire.
Well, still to come, Blaze returns. Another check of those warm temperatures ahead in your first warn forecast.
Plus, mosquitoes are out in waves across Wisconsin this year. We have the top tips to keep you and your family pest-free.
Quick check of the markets in Tuesday trading. The Dow falls another 53 points. The Nasdaq up 25.5. S&P adds 4. We'll be right back.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
You'll be amazed at the before and after difference when you update that old bathtub with a beautiful new walk-in shower from Mad City Baths. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Plus, now we're ready to take your call during our triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest and no payments, senior military discounts. And third, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate, available now only from Mad City Baths. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
How much I weigh is nobody's business.
But Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Eric Hovde thinks that if you're overweight, insurance companies should charge you more.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
Hovde would increase health care costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Masterforce pressure washers help you get outdoor cleaning done fast. From cleaning dirt off driveways or removing mildew from fences with the assorted spray tips. And with the foam cannon, washing your car or boat is a breeze. This 2,000 PSI pressure washer is $177.99 after rebate. Need more power? This 2,500 PSI pressure washer is $239.99 after 11% rebate at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers, according to J.D. Power.
Save big money at Menards. Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
An accident in the lab turns into a breakthrough for blood cancer treatment. We'll show you how UW researchers hope to revolutionize T-cell therapy. And we explore how Dane County is looking to combat the opioid crisis and lower overdoses. That's tonight at 6.
There's a lot to love about life in the 608. Fundraisers, farmers markets, family events.
Tell Josh what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning in the 608. Weekdays only on News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, it has been a roller coaster of a summer, from unseasonably cold temperatures, a lot of rain, then intense heat, and a well above average number of tornadoes.
And now you can add mosquitoes to the list of things poking holes in your summer fun. Jalen Banks is out on our weather patio with why that is. Jalen?
That's right, Eric and Susan. And if we don't get some dry weather for an elongated amount of time, those mosquitoes, my bad, right there, that you see right there, are going to be sticking around for some time.
Mosquitoes are no one's favorite, and unfortunately for southern Wisconsin this year, we're seeing more than usual.
this summer, all those mosquitoes that were waiting in the ground for water have found it. So the nonstop rain that we've had and the warm temperatures just make them for the perfect storm for the mosquitoes to have a place to grow and reproduce and then come out and be hungry to feed on us.
Until we get some drier weather to get rid of these mosquitoes, although uncommon in Wisconsin, there are certain diseases to be mindful of.
The one we have to be most concerned about in Wisconsin would be West Nile virus. 2012 was a really bad year here, and then ever since then, we usually have a few cases every summer, and the conditions this year, like you mentioned, are really ripe for it.
Repellent is the most ideal way to keep the pesky insects away, but mowing your lawn and getting rid of standing bodies of water can help rid them of tempting environments. And luckily for us, UW-Madison is working on ways to help us battle with these mosquitoes.
We're also interested in new ways to control mosquitoes, so we're doing work to understand whether there are alternative approaches. We're looking at the possibilities of how people could control mosquitoes and ticks in their yards.
And for more information on how you can stay safe from mosquitoes this summer, you can find it on our website at channel3000.com.
Jalen, thank you. And the DNR wants to remind beachgoers to watch out for blue-green algae as we start to get into the dog days of summer. Most lakes and rivers in Wisconsin are not tested for blue-green algae, so it's important to know what it looks like. Do not swim in water that looks like this, that looks like spilled paint.
Don't do that, Susan.
No, or
it does not look inviting.
Or pea soup. That's kind of what it looks like too. Always shower after you have any contact with water like that. And officials say when in doubt, stay out. Also, make sure you check your pets too.
Yeah, keep them away from that. They don't want to drink that stuff. All right, let's get a look at First Warn forecast. Blaze is back with a complete look. Blaze?
And we are tracking the heat now that we're not really focused on Beryl and the remnants that would have otherwise brought that really heavy rain and flooding threat. So looking ahead to Sunday and Monday, our risk from heat map is moderate to major. Major there marked by the red. Let me just get my clicker real quick. So we need to make sure that we are staying not only cool and hydrated during the daytime hours, but at night as well. Future track heat index, so what it will feel like outside. And we can thank these southwesterly winds for that little bit more of heat, which we typically do see with that southwesterly component. It may feel like we're in the upper 90s to low triple digits on your Sunday in the afternoon, but as we go into Monday, we don't really cool off a whole lot. It still feels like many of us are in those low to mid 70s, so it's important, especially at night, because you're trying to sleep and get some rest, that your body is staying cool as well. Because our daytime highs starting on Saturday through at least Tuesday of next week, anywhere between 5 to 15 degrees above average. So if we're going to be climbing this high during the daytime, I just showed you our nighttime lows have to be just as high. They have to be warmer than average. So that's why we're not going to cool off during these stretches of heat. So now is the time to make sure that your AC is working. And if you don't have an AC, that you have enough fans to make sure that your body is staying cool, especially at night. In the meantime, we are still continuing to track just a few showers. No lightning with these out near Argyle, Lamont, back into Wyota. That shower has really dissipated over Jordan. And then we turn our attention back north into Henrietta, into parts of Richland County. This is really riding along 80, so maybe Rockbridge, we get a little bit of some sprinkle activity. But even though we're not really seeing the full impact of what was once Hurricane Beryl, there's still enough upward momentum in the atmosphere that we could still see some scattered showers and thunderstorms through the rest of this evening and through the first half of Wednesday. Off to the southeast, these are what was once Beryl's rain bands continuing to push their way into the Midwest. Winds are going to remain out of the north as we go throughout your Wednesday, which will help clear out the skies as we go into the second half of the day. But that also makes the atmosphere a little bit unstable. So as we go into the mid to late afternoon hours, we could see some pop-up non-severe showers and thunderstorms as well. In the meantime, even though we are cloudy, temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s across southern Wisconsin and into Dane County as well. Edgerton, we're at 84, McFarland 81, same in Madison, same in Waunakee, back north and west into Sauk City. Over the next 12 hours, we are going to stay cloudy again as Beryl moves its way further into the Midwest. We're just going to continue to sit underneath what was once the clouds of that major hurricane. And as we go into your Wednesday, because we've got these northerly winds, It's going to be pulling down a little bit of some wildfire smoke too off into Canada. So it may be a little bit hazy as we go into the second half of your Wednesday. Once we clear out that cloud cover, you may be able to see some of that haze in the sky. Speaking of Wednesday, we're back into the upper 70s to low 80s. If we clear out sooner, that cloud cover will definitely be in the 80s versus the upper 70s. Winds are going to remain out of the north. Don't be fooled if it's cloudy to start. We will be coming more sunny as the day goes on. Concerts on the square. Speaking of Wednesday, the music begins at 7. Don't skip out. Just take us with you on your phone. You can track out if there are any showers or thunderstorms while enjoying the nice music. All right, 7-day forecast. We've got the really attention on the weekend. Upper 80s to low 90s, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, hot and humid. But with that heat and humidity, we kind of scale back on that thunderstorm threat. If we do see thunderstorms at all over the weekend, it will most likely be into the late afternoon, early evening. Let's take a look at traffic as well. Not seeing any accidents, but you know, where we see slowdown spots along the belt line, along the interstate, because we are in that 5 o'clock hour. That's where we typically see them, but otherwise traffic is moving smoothly both north and south.
All right, Blaze, thank you. Coming up next at 5, the first ever Safe Haven box in Sauk County is giving children a second chance at life. We'll find out how and where next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Congress has been spinning its wheels, going nowhere. I'm Katrina Shankland. In the state capitol, I've passed 225 bipartisan laws to help farmers, workers, and families. I approve this message because I have the experience to get things moving.
Mad City Baths installs custom baths, showers, and walk-in tubs in as little as 1 day, with premium wall colors infused with microban for easy cleaning. Plus, now it's our triple savings sale. You're going to save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest, no payments. Third, call now for a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate.
Don't miss the 45th Annual Art Fair Off the Square, July 13th and 14th, located in downtown Madison between the Capitol and the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Showcasing the talents and creativity of the Wisconsin Alliance of Artists and Craftspeople, featuring beautiful ceramics, art glass, painting and drawings, photography, sculpture, jewelry, and so much more. Buy local and support your Wisconsin artists and craftspeople, July 13th and 14th. The Art Fair Off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a new Corolla Cross for $299 a month, or lease a 2024 RAV4 for $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Why Nout? Why not? Feel the comfort and durability of Nout footwear at Morgan Shoes. Nout shoes and sandals feature full-grain leathers in a multitude of colors. Nout's cork and latex composite insole is designed for daily comfort and support, and they are made to last. You'll enjoy Nout's luxury. Shop Morgan Shoes Hilldale for your next pair.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes Hilldale.
Like a bowl of cherries, life in Attic Angel is healthy and sweet. Our independent and assisted living lifestyles include newly renovated apartments, engaging social activities, and wellness support that is tailored to you. As time marches on, we promote the idea that life can always be a bowl of cherries. Attic Angel Community, the house that angels built.
I know how to get things moving in the state capitol, but in Congress, I'll also have the experience to stop bad ideas like the national abortion ban and stop attacks on our democracy. I'm Katrina Shankland, and I approve this message because our freedoms are on the line.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Welcome back. The first safe haven baby box in Wisconsin is now here.
Our Michelle Renee Quinn visited Reedsburg and shows us how it works.
That's right. The city of Reedsburg is the first in Wisconsin to receive a safe haven baby box. Now, the state already had a safe haven or newborn relinquishment law for unharmed babies under 72 hours old. But now this box allows for those who surrender to remain anonymous.
They don't have to have any contact with medical personnel. You know, it's completely anonymous. There's no cameras. There's nobody that's going to try to find them.
The Safe Haven Baby Box gives mothers an option that is safe for them and their child. Monica Kelsey, the founder of Safe Haven Baby Box, was abandoned 2 hours after she was born.
My birth mom was 17 years old when she was brutally attacked and raped and left along the side of the road.
She met her mother at age 37.
And that became kind of the turning point in my life where I learned empathy, which I don't think I truly understood the word when, before I met her. And so learning empathy gave me the opportunity to understand these women that we work with today. And it's an honor to walk alongside them as they choose something safe for their child.
Since 2017, 49 infants have been safely and legally surrendered in a baby box. Surrendered infants are adopted by families who have registered as foster to adopt.
All a parent has to do is walk up to the baby box, open the door, place their unharmed newborn inside, shut the door, and walk away. In the box, as soon as the door is opened up, it's automatically calling 911.
When the box is opened, a silent alarm sounds. 1 minute later, an internal alarm goes off, notifying first responders.
Our protocol is to respond as quickly as possible. Our goal is less than 2 minutes, and start taking care of the infant.
That care includes attending to any medical needs, taking the baby to the medical center, and notifying social services.
A parent that chooses this is not going to be arrested if their child is unharmed and within the legal age of surrender. And so everybody wins. You know, the birth parents win, the baby wins, an adoptive family is going to win. They're going to get a call that a child's available for adoption.
Indiana was the first state that launched the Safe Haven baby boxes. Prior to the boxes, they saw 2 to 3 infant deaths due to abandonment yearly. In the last 8 years, 29 babies have been surrendered, and there have been 0 deaths.
Michelle Renee, thank you. Stay with us. We're back with a final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
Bigger isn't always better. Stoughton Health offers in-house MRI in a safe, inviting environment with convenient scheduling, friendly staff, and easy parking. Experience why patients are proud to say, "This is my hospital."
Time is running out to call Mad City Baths during our triple savings sale. Get the shower you've been dreaming of installed in your existing tub space in as little as 1 day, backed by a double lifetime labor warranty. And in addition to baths, Mad City is also your trusted source for windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Last chance during this program to take advantage of our triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest and no payments. Senior military discounts. And third, remember this is your last chance to call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City Baths. From Madison throughout south central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
We're a really busy family of 6 and moving into a new house, and Empire made it really easy.
They brought samples to our house, quality products, and installation on our schedule.
And we're really happy with everything.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale, so when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no-interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year, so visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Maya knows how quality care can bring out a smile. But it's been a few dog years since she was able to enjoy a smile of her own. Good thing Aspen Dental offers affordable, complete care all in one place. With flexible hours and weekend appointments. Plus 20% off treatment plans for everyone. Loving our patients unconditionally. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
Come and get your love.
No more waiting to see a general surgeon. Stoughton Health can see you within a week. We accept over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan and Quartz. Ask for Dr. Aaron Schwab, board-certified general surgeon. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
I'm Eliel Liberté. Tonight at 6, hear from both Republicans and Democrats from a state Supreme Court ruling that said a committee violated the separation of powers. I'm Maddie Heimsch. Coming up at 6, Dane County leaders discuss a drop-in center for safe drug use supplies. What that could mean for overdoses here in Madison.
And Blaze is back, taking one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, just a few scattered showers right now. No lightning off towards Wyoda as well as Gratiot there in parts of Lafayette County. And then up north into Henrietta, Richland County, dealing with another light shower too. But we'll continue to see the threat for scattered showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder over the next 12 hours as the remnants of Beryl move through parts of the Midwest. But we're not going to see the soaking rain. We clear out as we go into your Wednesday, and then we turn up the heat. Upper 80s, low 90s Saturday through next Tuesday.
All right, Blaze, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.